Okay, welcome back to Rock Against Cancer 2018. We've decided, because it's so loud but so amazing inside, we've come outside to have a chat with No Thursday War.
50% off.
50% off No Thursday War. Also, just to make note, if you cannot come today for some strange, silly reason, you can donate from home. www.justgiving.com/fundraising/rock-cancer- no, hold on a minute. rock-against-cancer. Anyway, so you were a last-minute addition.
Indeed, we were.
But I heard so many good things about you guys, so you must have left an impression.
Well, I can only say that's positive. Yeah, I mean...
How long have you guys been playing together?
Together, collectively.
Joe and I,
This man and myself, 20 years. 20 years.
Yeah.
And they still can't decide on which sport is best. Because cricket just isn't metal enough, is it?
What is the most metal sport?
Baseball.
Baseball.
Is
Baseball.
it?
Yeah.
Or wrestling.
Or ice hockey.
What makes
That's
it
pretty
metal?
metal.
Oh yeah, ice hockey, because you really do
Or
barrel.
wrestling.
Wrestling.
Is that classed as a sport or entertainment?
Both. I mean, sport
Both.
is entertainment, isn't it?
Both.
Indeed. Yeah.
I know a lot of like
Wrestling's definitely the
metalheads
most
that do
metal.
WWE
Yeah,
stuff.
I'm up for that.
Fake fighting.
It's
That's
real to
what
me.
you need to- That's what you need to focus on. Your metal. So 20 years. Is that in out of different bands and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, we met at college 20 years ago, didn't we?
Yeah.
Maybe a bit longer
Knew
than
each
that.
other before that. Last couple of years of school.
Yep.
And then started to play in bands together.
And then in and out of different bands over the years, other people coming in, and we decided to pull it all back together maybe a year, 18 months ago.
Yeah.
Pretty serious about what we wanted to do and where we wanted to go with it, and that's why we're sat here today doing what we're doing.
And what makes Thursday different from the rest of the week?
Matt can explain this.
A Thursday War is a naval term,
Right, okay.
whereby, as I understand it,
We'll put this melted curly whirly on top of
the Air Force and the
Royal Navy.
Navy attempt to get target lock on each other.
it. Right, okay.
So they have like a mock war every Thursday to keep them in check with, if there was a world war on Monday, for example.
Okay.
So I understand it. The guy that I used to work with was telling me about it, and I was ever so interested. So I looked it up.
On Google.
Yeah, but it seems
Just
to be-
checking, because facts.
Yeah, it seems to be an enormous waste of money to me. So.
We're at that frustrating stage, which hopefully will change. If you Google No Thursday War, the first thing that comes up, especially if you're going to YouTube, is Thursday War. So if you're
Right.
interested in what Thursday War is, you can Google No Thursday War. and get Thursday War
You
instead.
can have a history lesson,
But
courtesy of a metal band.
watch this space, because hopefully we'll be higher hits on Google than the Royal Navy.
Well, in fairness, I knew more about you than a Thursday War, so
Okay,
there we go.
see, we're educational at the same time.
Yeah. That's what I like, educational bands.
Say it with conviction, you believe it.
Educational bands. Now, you are also managed.
We are indeed.
How did that come about? How did you meet Susan?
Well, Three Pocket Money Studio, which is a really nice, it's in Shepton Mallet. It's a really nice idea that's set up by Susan. It's kind of like a studio for the community, so to get anybody that wants to try and create music, they don't charge a rehearsal space. It's a place that you can go and practice. It can be very hard to get a band together. What are your resources really? Like local halls, local schools perhaps. They're
And
not
it's expensive
soundproofed,
as well.
it's expensive. Sue's provided the space so that people can actually start to make music.
Yeah.
She's working with Sophie Hunter, who can engineer for you there. Sophie's a really good live sound engineer.
We've got
And
this so Western recording actually.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So I think Sophie will be here later as well, so you can call her. She'll love me for saying that.
Just volunteer.
Well, her boyfriend is in one of the bands.
Her boyfriend is in Slacker, which I think are on after the current band, which is Miracle. Slacker.
Like my friend is in a one-man project called Carnivore.
All comes from Metallica fans, isn't
Yeah,
it?
but it sounds funnier when you say it because you've got
Because
quite a
I'm
strong
from
accent.
Somerset.
Yeah.
Twang.
Carnivore.
Round
See, it
here,
just
we
makes-
call them tomatoes.
Anyway, so Pocket Money Studio. So obviously we were interested in Pocket Money Studio, which is how we met Sue.
Yeah.
We've been talking to them for maybe, 3 months perhaps?
Yeah, I think so. Right.
And we all work full time. We're not young men anymore. We've got different commitments, and you have to be really on it, especially with the age of social media. And that's why I approached you and said, can you help us? And we're going to hopefully all move forward together and help everybody promote everything that everybody is doing.
Yeah.
I think we've never been particularly great at like the more businessy aspects.
No,
Well,
but
I
what
don't
band
think-
is really?
Well, you know,
I think musicians are creative people, they're not business people.
Yeah.
So we're at that stage where we recognise that we want to go forward and we need somebody to help us, and Sue's going to do that. And hopefully with us getting on board with her and all the projects that they've got and all the local musicians together. I mean, look at this gig today.
Yeah.
It's about pulling the community together, everybody supporting each other for what we love and pushing everybody forward, and that's really what it's about, isn't it?
That's what matters. So what's the plan now then? Now that you've got this gig out of the way, what have you decided is your...
We are targeting the Pilton Party auditions,
Okay.
which obviously will happen in a year. Pilton Party was a big event last night.
Yeah.
And we are targeting the auditions. It doesn't matter if we don't make it through. Obviously, alternative rock is not a mainstream genre that appeals to everybody, but that's a really good way of getting ourselves publicity.
Yeah.
we just need exposure.
And
Really.
yeah, gigs, exposure, recording, videos, the whole shebang.
Yeah.
I would like to say in a year's time we're in a much better place than we are right now.
So if I see you again in a year, when I see you,
When you're interviewing
when I
us,
see you next year, you will have had a video, you will have had an EP,
yep,
you will have had
We've
all
got
of that stuff.
one track that's going through mastering at the moment. We're looking to record very, very soon. All of it's going to come. It just takes a bit of time to get it together.
I just think you don't want to rush stuff like that either, because you end up just rushing stuff that you don't particularly like, and then you've got to perform that stuff too.
We need to be happy with what we're doing, and as long as we're happy, then we're willing to play it and air it to everybody.
There is a 20-year history of material that we just don't play anymore because it doesn't make the cut, you know. So
Yeah.
I'm not about to fall back on.
We're not
how
about
fast-
forcing out
yeah.
songs. That's not what we are. You know, if we enjoy it, then we play it. If we don't, it's good enough. It doesn't matter.
And when are you going to get your first tattoo?
Yeah, come on, man.
When I
It's
can
like,
decide
what's
what-
wrong with you?
I don't know what
I
to
know
do,
it's
man.
forever, but come on.
Same thing with music. I have to be happy with what it is to put it on my body. If I'm not happy with it, I'm not going to play it.
Not just like random words and pictures and stuff. eh?
Fine. If I could find a really good tattoo artist that I could afford, I would just say, yeah, okay, do whatever you want.
If anybody
No.
could, they wouldn't get one.
That sounds like a challenge. So this time next year,
Got a couple of questions on here.
a couple of questions.
Yeah. Somebody wants to know if Nickelback is one of your inspirational influences.
Hell no.
Absolutely not.
Hell no.
Why? What is wrong with Nickelback? Why has everyone got such an issue with Nickelback?
Look, I appreciate that Nickelback have been very, very successful, but it's not one of mine.
No, it's not one of mine. I can't say I've ever put a Nickelback record on
I
at
like
any point in my
Nickelback.
life.
Answers that one.
I don't understand why people hate them so
They've
much.
done a couple of good tunes, but I wouldn't listen to an album.
No.
I can appreciate good music, and sometimes when you're driving a car and it comes on,
Doesn't that dude like marry Avril Lavigne or something?
Yeah,
Oh,
but she also
That's why
married
Matt doesn't
Derek.
like it.
she
from
did, yeah.
Sum
Oh,
41.
he's in a bad way.
He's getting better
Oh,
actually.
good.
Yeah. And what's the next question?
Somebody else asked, could you ask Matt about kangaroos?
I have a feeling I
sounds like
know.
a personal question.
Well, it turns out that only female kangaroos have a pouch.
Yeah, I already knew that.
I didn't know that.
See,
See, I feel like I've just had a
education.
wealth of education in the last 10 minutes.
Sorry,
I'm
sorry.
full of all sorts of useless information.
That's not useless. It might come up in a quiz.
So asking about influences, we were obviously born in the late 70s, weren't we?
I was, yeah.
I was as well. Let's move on from that. So we grew up through the 80s. Good era for films and guitars and all
I
those
love
sort of
the
soundtracks,
80s
wasn't it?
before you start bitching on the 80s.
Well,
I hate it in equal
That
measures.
is where we came from.
For every Rick Astley, you had a bow wow wow. And that's
So lots of great
what
music,
makes with that.
lots of great influences, a really
ABBA.
good quality top 40 on a Sunday.
ABBA.
Keep pushing it with ABBA.
Word.
I thought this was going so well.
I just like winding people up. Anyway, so like 90s grunge scene was really something, and
Yeah.
industrial music as well. Something that I think influenced you and myself, didn't it?
Yeah, totally.
And then obviously mid 90s metal changed. Bands like the Deftones, Cool, even bands like Limp Bizkit, I wouldn't say they're an influence, but the genre was changing. But we just wanted to write, I guess, pop songs, but not sound too weedy because of our metal heritage.
I
Can
love
say that?
like extreme metal.
You don't want it
get
to
me
sound
wrong.
too cricket.
Well,
Exactly.
But you know, I always go back to something I can whistle.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
everybody likes a tune.
So we wanted to write kind of poppy-based, catchy songs of those,
ABBA.
but we tune the guitars low so it didn't sound too weedy, and that's how we found our sound. And now when we write, I think we've established the sound of the band, so anything that we do produce sounds like the band, and I think that was the goal that we wanted to get to. We wanted to have an identity, and you know, you can say it with guitarists, you can say it with certain bands. When you hear that record, before you even know the name of that, you know the sound of it and who it is.
Like, I know an ABBA record right from the start.
I don't know, would I know any other records?
Yeah.
I can sing them right
Dancing
now.
Queen.
I think on that note, have we got any more questions?
There's one more.
That's
Yeah.
the one.
As somebody's asked, does Matt grow a beard because he's naturally bald on top? Asking for a friend.
No, I have a bald patch, and so I'm now so bald that I have to shave my head with a proper razor because normal clippers just don't cut the mustard. I grew the
Or the
beard
hair.
to outbeard my brother. My older brother has like a tight,
Sibling
neat
rivalry.
beard, and I can't be dealing with that. So I want like a beard, you know what I
Wild
mean?
beard.
But no matter where I go, somebody always outbeards me. Like the sound engineer here today, he's plaited and stuff, and oh man, it's just outbearded as soon as
Within
I
a
walk
year,
in
if
the
I've got
building.
to have a tattoo, you've got to have a plaited beard.
Yeah, man.
So many things are going to happen in the next 12 months, and hopefully I'll be able to catch up with you next year and find out whether any of this stuff has happened.
Excellent.
And also, I would like you to listen to a few ABBA songs just so you know.
Hey, whoa, I have a gold. Come
Okay,
on.
I'll do you a deal. If we're here next year at Rock Against Cancer, we'll do an ABBA cover for you.
You heard it here. And I will not let it go either. I really will
Even
not
if
let
it's
it
just
drop.
2 bars or a chorus.
Yeah.
Oh, but which one?
Oh no, you don't get to the
Oh,
Oh, what?
You can give us a list of 5 and we'll pick one out
A list
there.
of 5. I've got to pick 5.
This
ABBA have got many classics.
Oh yeah.
That's the job.
Anyway, I'll move on from ABBA before they get upset with me.
I love it.
So, No Thursday War, band, not the history. You can Facebook them. Also, Rock Against Cancer 2018. You can
Please
donate.
Very
Donate.
much.
Donate. Or even better, you can come down and watch the rest of the bands
How long is the
today.
show on for today?
Till 11 o'clock.
Till 11 o'clock tonight. So
No
you've got plenty
excuses.
of time.
I don't
looked
think
at my
I
band, I
know
don't wear a watch.
anybody who hasn't been affected one way or another by it. So dig deep, donate, come down here, watch some good bands, get drunk, have the time of your life.
Exactly.
Thank you very much.
There we go.